solo laners.
What?
And this.
What year is this?
Wait, I say that, but is this a Sejuani support?
It is carry.
It could be. Surely it's not. But no. I mean, with the solo lane, it makes too much sense, right? And then who ends up where? Presumably it will be Faker in the mid lane, on the Lee, and then the Kana on the Gwen. Kind of going through the options. I think both of these are fine here. Gragas might have made her a lot stronger as well. If you don't know, Warmook's not only...
Like I'm back in 2017.
I like it.
Back in the day, we used to have, what was it, Sejuani against Zach.
Trundle.
Trundle, oh yeah, that was it, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Trundle counter pick. Good times.
I mean, I liked it. I know a lot of people did, but I enjoyed it. And we joke about it, but I do think that this is, if this goes well, it might be a starting sign of what Riot has tried to do with the repeated changes to jungle, right? They're actually trying as a Kana, yeah, I'm pretty sure you win at level 1, especially with all the 3 stats that you get. Not great.
Yeah, he was waiting in the tri-brush, so he was trying to flank Khan and win the 1v1, so he was very aware of it as well, and was able to get a nice trade there going. Faker being pretty annoying, very aggressive in the mid lane, trying to zone away. Teddy hits level 2 first. Speaking of annoying, it's going to be a fun potentially gank. Would imagine probably not bot lane. I mean, you've got some nice initiation alongside of the Alistair, but going up against, you know, Fate's Call and Gragas is not going to be easy. As we're flashing in, we're looking for the stun, and that is going to land. Canyon already uses his flash, and Faker says, get down, and takes him down. That's going to be a really nice first blood pickup there, and a great read from Cousin Fake.
It's actually a beautiful spell shield there from Canyon. Initially, right, it's split second. He doesn't see Cuz coming, hits the spell shield, but because the spell shield is gone, it's literally a free permafrost coming through from Cuz. Really well played, really knowing the limits of his champ at a level deficit, right? It's the utmost faith in Faker to make it work, who's been using this prio very, very well. And that's going to be an early Drake getting picked up here for T1.
They're always in the face of that Silas. And you talked about bot prio. They have the wave pushed in. Beryl has been able to rotate over here, but it is 4v3 for the meantime. Beryl takes an insane amount of damage, but he gets the 2-man knockup. That is really big. They're going to take out Cuz, and they're going to take down Keria. This is a disaster for T1 as Nocturne hits 6, and they get 3 kills on the back of that, alongside of the blue and alongside of the Ocean Drake.
And the idea behind...
And he gets the 2-man knockup, and that's really what gets the ball rolling. But T1 are going to be able to secure this Rift Herald. After all is said and done, so they do lose the fight, but they get the big objective, and they're only 400 gold behind, so it's not the end of the world, as we are going to take another look here at this fight.
And here you see, like, the moment that they spot them, the teleport channel comes through. And that's why it feels like instantly as Beryl engages, they get it. And then we talked about the spike on level 6 for Damwon Kia, the equalizer, the Nocturne. Perfect example. The moment... Thank you, Khan. Yes, that's the face of a man who just had a great teleport, throws an equalizer on top of a bunch of unsuspecting enemies, and, you know...
The Gromp is up, and he didn't go for the Gromp. Bottom side should be clear. So where is Sejuani? And that's going to be the easy flash out of Khan, but Cuz is able to get that summoner spell as well. And Khan is just going to be totally fine.
It's a nice flash force as they go in here.
Yeah,
I hope they don't die.
Big damage, and oh man, the TP comes in first from Damwon, but the big knockup on a Canyon. Equalizer getting huge damage down, and now the final boss of Damwon is here. It is Showmaker. He is so fed. The slow is going to land on a Cuz, and that's going to be enough. They don't need to land the ultimate. They just get the slow down, and now Showmaker's 3-0. Keria, once again, desperate to try to carry this game. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to, though. Teddy trying to kite it out here. There's the body slam coming on in. And still the ultimate available for Beryl, as he is going to be able to cancel out that engage very easily, and no further kills will be given, although Showmaker is looking for more. Oh, and there's a teleport as well. It looks like T1 might have just gotten themselves into a really desperate situation. There's the 1 kill, and Showmaker, you know he's looking for more. not going to be able to pick it up. Teddy will survive, but that is 3 kills and yet another dragon into the pockets of DK.
It's a gorgeous punish from Damwon Kia. All starts with that topside play, which, you know, with that ultimate gone, it's risky to go in there. And I think that the moment that the teleport comes down, you just try to get out, because without that Sejuani ultimate, you just don't have the available damage. Might be able to punish Canyon here, though. Possibly doesn't the spell shield available, and this time, yeah, that is optimistic. Might still get the stun here.
Cuz still moving forward. Another Infernal Soul. We've had a bunch of those today.
Yeah, it's been good. Oh, can they get the charge? I don't think they will. Oh, yes, maybe.
Looks like the charge win, but we do have a one-on-one up here in the top side. Khan is angry, and a couple of autos would do it, but Faker will survive, and he's got Canada to help him out. But here comes Showmaker. Keep in mind, he is a little bit out of the way, though, but T1 not really able to land on a Khan until just now. That's going to buy a little bit of time with the blast plants, but now Showmaker looking for a bit more. He's got the kick. But Gwen is doing some insane damage. The kick comes in, and Faker gets his own kick and shuts down for 600 gold onto Showmaker.
And that's a pivotal play by T1 there, because they take back the gold lead, swings in favor of them now, gets shutdowns on 2 of the most fat members of Damwon Kia. And couldn't really help his laner, and now T1 in full control back of this game.
Okay, looking for a play on a Faker here. It looks pretty easy, actually, with the equalizer coming on in. Even Beryl was barreling down the mid lane there, looking for a potential follow-up. And that's, you know, there's no big objective right now. I suppose there is the second Rift Herald, but DK just going to be satisfied with the 1 kill.
I think they could have gone for the Herald instead. They were starting that up, but maybe hoping that Damwon Kia would get kind of greedy, stick around. Yeah, super clean combo there. Not much you can do once you get CC chained into a certain death there by the rather long-range engage coming through from Damwon Kia. Well, we see Riftmaker from Khan here.
Yeah.
I actually love that adaptation, considering who he's playing against. That's really interesting, because that's a pick that we used to see a lot on Rumble, but it's not something that we've seen in the recent future. It's always been the Night Harvester most commonly, and sometimes the Proto Bell.
Yeah.
And if you look at how this game is going thus far, not too surprising. Faker just walking up a little bit too far, and not a lot of counterplay to that one.
Yeah, and we got another fight up in the top side. This time it's onto the Gwen, 2v1, and it looks like they will get the kill, but Kana is able to get one of his own onto Canyon.
Groups, there's openings for Damwon Kia.
Yeah, there's a ward here on the Strake, so Damwon knows this is being started up. Let's see what they can do about it. Showmaker just going to go ahead and steal a Sejuani ultimate. Good start for him. Faker eating a bit of damage is going to give the stage over to Damwon. We are going to begin picking away at this one. You see Beryl up on the top side. The Paranoia is going to come in, try to deny any vision, and look at the knock-up there onto the Sejuani. Cuz just evaporates in this fight. A nice kick on the Canyon. They're trying to do the same. The Gwen is getting a ton of damage on the Beryl as well, and Damwon immediately jumps ship. They are out of here. They pick up the Dragon, but that is a 2-for-1 win in kills over to T1.
And if it's post 20 minutes, possibly you can look and try and punish the jungler is dead. Maybe you can get the Baron, but instead you give over soul point and you don't really get anything. Sure, you get the 2-for-1 trade, but that's in of itself not enough. And Damwon Kia, even though only
Faker.
Gone, Faker.
He's looking for it, but they know. Trying to get the play down actually is DK. They're trying to push them away, and they will be successful in that 3v4 underneath the turret.
No, the kick's not available, and that takes away a lot of the threat from that Lee Sin kick, right? And yeah, this is Gwen making really good use of the invulnerability that the W provides. So the early damage from the Rumble doesn't really come through until he's in the circle. And then here we see, as you said, because you're not that tanky, buddy, but the fact that they use everything on him makes it way harder for them to get reliable damage. Than a beautiful casket from Carrier. This allows Ghost to really get anything done, so Barrel's off by himself, and the sustained damage and just sustain in general that T1 have are a really big problem if you don't blow someone up instantly, as Cuz it's looking like he's not going to go towards the Warmox, so yeah, no, I would have liked it personally, but it's okay.
It's all right.
It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things about this comp as well. If Ghost isn't getting consistent damage, basically you just try to blow someone up, and if you don't do that, you're kind of in a bad spot.
Oh,
right?
yes.
And if Gwen is left alive after all of that damage is outputted with full health, and for one you could say, but the reliable engage from the side of the Alistair will be taken away. So you can see T1 are considering getting in there, just poking away at it. We have a little bit of K-Ram going on here, 5v5 in the mid lane. See Cuz getting in there, big engage from Keria. Isn't great, Ghost is going to stay alive. The needle's not really connecting on the backside of that. The Fate's Call gets Keria to safety, and nobody really takes too much lethal damage.
Nice attempt by Keria there, but not a favorable trade for T1, as Ghost just has to force or uses heal rather, whereas the flash was used by Keria. And that means that his engage pressure is going to be a lot less threatening for the foreseeable future. Also interesting to see Teddy go for the Rage Blade here second, meaning that... and this is a must-win for T1. You can't give over this Infernal Soul. Well, I've said that before, and teams have lost with Infernal Soul, but it's not something that should ever happen. And I don't expect Dominica to do it. All ultimates are available here.
Is this the typical take Infernal Soul and die 2 of your members and give up Baron and lose?
No, it's dumb.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't.
Not
think
happening.
Yeah, different series. Okay, 5v5. We got the Callista in the mid lane, but Teddy easily comes on down. Beryl is going to get ulted and just laughs at him. Going to lose that Sejuani ultimate for now. Showmaker's got a cask, so keep that in mind. More kiting back, more respect this time from DK. So we're looking for the perfect engage. Keep your eyes on Beryl. He still has his flash. Keria doesn't have his.
Neither team has poke.
Yeah, I mean, they're all melee. It's like, what are you going to do? Okay, that's getting pretty low. Beryl's just going to ultimate, gets a huge knockup, and there is the wombo combo. Well, where's the damage? The kick is on the Ghost, and there is no follow-up from the side of Dom1. T1 are going to sweep them up and take down the Infernal Drake. A huge team fight win going the way of T1.
The must-win fight was won indeed, Vel, as they pick up the Drake. Immediate flash there from Ghost. And the real victory might be them being able to pick up the Baron. It's Cuz getting sacrificed yet again. It's the life of a Sejuani, but what they get back for it in return is definitely going to be worth it.
All right, well, I already know what they're saying on the forums. Ban Gwen.
I mean, that's not wrong.
I'm feeling the energy right now. Khan is here alongside a Ghost, and they do have a lot of damage as Ghost is getting a little bit of room, but Faker does a really nice job of zoning them away. Ghost are not really able to get on in there, but Khan is able to pick up a kill, but Faker will go down. Can they get on top of that Baron? No, it is going to go the way of the Callista, but Ghost looking to take away as many Baron buffs as possible, and here comes big brother Alistair, but, well, let his younger sister die. As here comes the paranoia, but there's no vision at all, as Canyon is not going to be able to pick up the kill. But that is the Baron alongside of the extracurricular activities. T1 will pick it up.
And this is where you're looking for the, where you're like, as Kenny, like, I know that Sweeper is better, but if only I had the far side trinket, I could have gone in there. And it's a bit of a tense situation, but T1, they need to re-engage there because they don't have Cuz. They don't have the guarantee of a smite, and in the end, it's the Rend that secures it, but Rend has been nerfed repeatedly. You don't get the guaranteed unless you really have a lot of spears in there. Not to say that the damage is enough, as here we see the engage from Beryl is absolutely beautiful, but this cask from Keria means that it takes a second for Kayn and Ghost to actually get into the fight. And by that point, by the point, the damage is already done, right? So it's that inevitable delay where simultaneously a beautiful engage comes through, but there's also the disengage that Gragas provides. And yeah, as I said before, there's a bunch of spears, but you don't really know how much you're going to do. You need to be really respectful of that, and in the end, they will be able to pick it up from a... Even there, you know, it's like 400 health, not a risk you really want to take.
Yeah.
Teddy and Khan, I can just hold on for a little bit longer until Cuz is dead.
LCK.
Yeah.
And they somehow are able to claw it back. Khan gets caught, though. That's not going to help. It doesn't look like he's... Yeah, he doesn't even have flash, so he's just dead. And that's 30 seconds until... Yeah, I mean, that's it. And even without the Baron, it looks like they're going to try to push here before this Infernal Drake. See what they can chop off now.
It's feeling like a trade-off for, you know, you can go for Infernal Drake, but you'll get your Nexus. It's not something you can afford with Damwon Kia. Still a possibility, but Canyon being so far off can get the turret here, has the level 2 of the ultimate, so not the biggest range. T1, however, not going to risk it, just going to say, guys, no need for us to take any big risks. It's Damwon Kia after all. Why go
Where is
through
Canyon
that?
going?
He's going to go for the steal, and he's going to get it, and then, you know.
They don't have vision of this objective, and he was spotted too.
Well, I'm an optimist, Valdez, but optimism at the moment, not really justified.
He's able to get out at least, but there you go. Second Infernal does go into the pockets of T1. Yeah, Gwen and Co are clear out some vision, force a scan very far away from the Baron, and they're just going to run at this objective. And it's going to die pretty fast. I mean, they have some pretty insane damage. Lee Sin, Gwen, Callista. Beryl is looking for it. It seems like DK really want to get on in here. That's a miss on the Sejuani ultimate, but trading ultimates in the jungle. It's now trying to get on in. They're trying to burst down Keria, but again, Fate's Call is right there. Returning to the Baron. In goes Faker, and he's kind of all alone. Up on the top side, big knockup, and Ghost just gets way too low and taken down by the Needles and the Gragas with the Ignite. This is looking really good for the side of T1. Damwon desperately trying to get that engage going and deny the Baron, but it will not pan out, and we should be going to a game number 3, as Canyon just going to be denied any access to his own base. And unless Khan can pull off a miracle here, it looks like T1 have done it.
That's what we all wanted. Game number 3, Valdez. And turns out you were right. Those stopwatches actually, most valuable item in the game is an execute. Doesn't really count. And T1 take a decisive victory here. And we are going to a 3rd game in this banger of a series.
Yep, there you have it. T1 with just incredible tenacity to be able to pull that one out. The early game, when they fell behind, it was like, oh man, this might just be a quick 2-0.